I want to talk for a few minutes about builders and strategies and different ways that they can play in this space. Let's start with the perspective of a builder who wants to add BFR to your business plan. As a builder or a developer, there are strategic reasons to add BFR to what you do in some fashion or another, and there are different approaches depending on where you want to live on the risk and return spectrum. First off, you can be more cost efficient than for sale. You can build the entire subdivision with the exact same features. No color outs, like Daryl said, no customization. That offers serious cost savings. It really makes for an efficient, even flow production model. And the trades learn your process. They follow your recipe and they crank out the homes more cost effectively. You also benefit from lower cost or lower sales expenses. In the build for rent model, sales expenses are lower. You don't have to pay broker commissions or hold broker events. And also advertising becomes part of the community's operating cost rather than the construction cost. Then you have reduced liability. There was a study by DuPont on how much money construction defects were costing publicly traded home builders. According to that study, the average big builder spends $4,919 per house on warranty claims alone. And then if you add in construction defect litigation, that number goes up to over $22,000. And a builder who owns the house, obviously won't have to worry about getting sued by the homeowner. You also get long-term financial gains. So if you sell the asset in the future, money made from the property price appreciation will be treated as a capital gain by the IRS, which is, of course, taxed at a lower tax rate than business profits. And there are multiple exit strategies, right? You can develop and build and hold and rent. And you can get high returns this way because you're shouldering a lot of the risk straight through the process or end to end. Or you can sell the houses to an operator. You can develop and sell lots. If you're on the developer side, you can JV. You can develop, stabilize, and then sell. High profits, but also high risk because you don't get any of your capital back till the end. And that touches on a difference between built to rent and build for rent. And hat tip to Bruce McNeilage from Kinlock for this distinction. BTR versus BFR. BTR really comes with end-to-end risk because you're building to rent. You're staying in from the beginning, maybe even entitling the land, getting the land developed, all the way through renting it out. In the build for rent scenario, the investor doesn't become the property owner until the home's completion. So the developer or builder gets out, they build for someone else. The sale and the sale price have been negotiated up front in partnership between the builder and the investor. The builder focuses on managing the construction process, while the investor focuses on finding renters and managing the property. For the builder, this arrangement cuts out all costs of marketing and selling the house and eliminates any potential risk of the house sitting on the market or any question about what the end price is going to be. The operators who will be buying the homes or the subdivision from the builder often look for some kind of discount compared to the retail price, just as the aggregators do when they're buying homes from individual homeowners. They look to buy at a wholesale price, so to speak. So most of the builder deals come with a guaranteed price. You as the builder don't bear any risk regarding the sales pace or price. It's all spelled out in the agreement. And one other point, and this will save money and help you in your negotiations. Builders should bear in mind that the buyer doesn't need or want all the upgrades that you might be used to selling on the for sale side. Don't get caught up in trying to sell the builder a lot of upgrades or the deal won't work for them. If the operator were to pay a full retail price, especially with upgrades, that would be tantamount to like a 4.5% cap rate, which is not going to be attractive enough. Here's how the investor will think about cap rates. Depends on the type of product and the structure of the deal. Cottages and horizontal apartments are typically capping at around a 4.8 to 5.2% cap rate, which is similar to apartments. Traditional single family for rent can range anywhere from 5 to 6.5%, depending on the structure of the deal. It's really driven by the structure. If a deal is entitled lots, the investors want a 6.5% cap rate, but if it's just buying built homes, then they can be in the 5s. One of my clients who develops and operates subdivisions, for rents in multiple states, but who is not a builder, said they learned a crucial lesson. They initially built the homes themselves, but delays in construction meant that they could only lease up at a pace of 4 or 5 per month. In the subsequent deals, they partnered with a builder, and now they're looking at 11 a month. Big difference. By the way, on the subject of absorption pace, the timing of the amenity can be quite important. If your development is large enough to justify an amenity, if you get the amenity built early on, you'll get a faster lease up. It could add easily 3 to 4 units a month of absorption if you get it early in the process. In terms of other exit strategies, you can sell finished lots to an institution or fund before groundbreaking and sometimes get a letter of intent from the buyer, and that can be helpful in getting the project financed. So you just have to decide how you want to be involved in this niche.